How is it to go? Now, today, everybody, this is Jordan Jones. Now, I'd like to share you guys my top 10 hardest levels in Super Mario 3D Land for Nintendo 3DS. Be expecting a lot of these levels to be in the special worlds. So, before we get started, let's go! Number 10 on my list is World 3-1. Special World 3-1. The reason why Special World 3-1 is number 10 on my list because you can easily fall off here. That's why this level can be pretty difficult, is because you can easily fall off here. And you have to be really careful and you have to be precise with your movement. If you don't know what you're doing, you can slip off these platforms kind of easily if you don't know what you're doing. So you just have to time your jumps right and stuff like that, and you should be able to get through no problem. And there we go. That's all I have to say about this level, so now moving on. Number 9 on my list is Special World 6-4. The reason why this one can be a little bit difficult. It's not extremely difficult, but it's more tedious than difficult in my opinion. Because you have Cosmic Clone, and that's what makes levels harder, is because you have Cosmic Clone chasing after you. And that's what makes levels harder, is because you have Cosmic Clone. And you have to time these jumps just right with precision, because these platforms are flipping. This is like Super Mario Sunshine secret levels, almost. Unless if you do it with the Tanuki suit. And then now moving on. Number 8 on my list is World 8-5. The reason why this level is number 8 on my list is because you have these flipping platforms here. You have to time your jumps just right. And it can be a little bit tricky. So this reminds me a little bit of Super Mario Sunshine once again. It reminds me a little bit of Corona Mountain. And reminds me a little bit of those secret levels as well. And you have to time your jumps just right, but as long as you have the Tanuki suit, it's really not that hard. But this level can be hard. And it can be a tough cookie if you don't have the Tanuki suit. But if you do have it, it's not really that bad. So you just have to do this. And that's all you have to do, so that's all I have to say, so now moving on. Number 7 on my list is Special World 4-2, which is another level with Cosmic Clone, and that's what makes levels harder. Except this time it's a Boo House level Cosmic Clone. It's another Cosmic Clone level, but definitely harder than the one we talked about, number 9. The reason why this one's harder is because you have to do this, and you have to go through here like this, go through this maze, and you just have to follow along with the pattern. It's pretty predictable, but it's predictable, it just takes a little bit to beat it. And Mario's a little bit slippery in this game, just in case you did not know, and that can make your timing completely off. That's all to say, so now moving on. Number 6 on my list is Special World 7-3. The reason why this one's pretty difficult is because you have to be precise with your timing for each jump. So if you have the Tanuki suit, you can do it easily, just like this, just like I am. And you have to be on the ball about timing your jumps if you don't have it. That's the thing. And then, so on and so forth, you'll be able to do it like this. You have to go through this part with the fuzzies. And then you have to avoid them. They've even a set pattern, thankfully, so you can learn their pattern easily and anticipate where they're at. Thankfully, you can just take your time, so you can do that. And you can go on here. And these jumps require precise timing. and so on and so forth. That's all I have to say about this level, so now moving on. Number 5 on my list is Special World 5-5. The reason why this one's number 5 on my list because it's confusing about what box you have to go through. Because you could try each one, and then you finally know you have to go into the right one. And you have to kill a Goomba to get each Stark one. So, the path you have to go is, this path. If you know what you're doing. And then you have to, find your own path. It'll just come down the field. That's why this is number 5 on my list. And you'll find a checkpoint. And when you find this checkpoint, if you kill this Goomba, you'll get one of the Stark ones. So it mainly comes down to field. There are some visual cues you can use, but you have to be careful. This level mainly comes down to field. That's why it can be pretty difficult. And you can get the Stark ones easily, just like this, by doing this. And that's all I have to say about this level, so now moving on. Number 4 on my list is Special World 7-4. Because, you know, once again, what makes levels harder is you have Cosmic Clone again. And you have to time these jumps right. And you have to have the Tanuki suit when you time these jumps right. And I remember dying over and over again on this level. Because this level is so infuriating. And it makes your heart pound so hard to, and make you feel like that your heart rate is up to the sky. And these jumps you have to carefully time these jumps near the end of the flagpole. That's all I have to say, so now moving on. Number 3 on my list is Special World 7-Castle. Because you have 30 seconds on the clock, and once again, what do we have to make levels harder? You have Cosmic Clone again. In this game, and some levels can be pretty hectic in this game, just in case you did not know. Most of them aren't even that difficult, it's just some of them are pretty hectic. And some of them you have to be precise, especially if you don't use the Tanuki suit. If you use the Tanuki suit, it makes it a lot easier. And this level's number 3, because you have to be quick in this level. That's really all I have to say. So now moving on. Number 2 on my list is Special World 8-3. Another castle with Cosmic Clone, but definitely harder than the one we just talked about. Because you have to time your jump within 4 frames for each jump you do. Even with the Tanuki suit, you have only 6 frames to time it. And that can make it infuriating. And that can make it irritating. Now let's talk about the hardest level in Super Mario 3D Land. And let's talk about that. This is the main crucial moment right here. You've guessed it right. Special World 8-Crown honestly has to be number 1. You want to know why? It's because this is similar to what you do in, like, Grandmaster Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 2. And it's also similar to what you do in Champions Road from Super Mario 3D World. And from Darker Side in Super Mario Odyssey. You have to go through and play through with a very well executed precision. And you have to time your jumps. They are very small of a window to time. And this jumping off this toad is harder to do than it looks. And you have to battle against Boom Boom and Pom Pom. Like this. That's all I have to say, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you think the hardest Super Mario 3D Land level is and why. I'd love to know, and have a great day, guys.